If this was Parliament, I'm that Rajya Sabha member who can't be removed. So for 12 years, I'm there, even though 6 years is the max. You know, like that.
Yeah.
Ducket and Rachin, are you going with?
No, Ducket and Head.
You want head?
Yeah.
Okay. You want head?
I guess we can't take
fun.
Josh Tongue in this team.
Josh Tongue.
Attack him.
Ducket.
Rocco.
I mean,
they should have a
combined.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this
You're putting
question.
romance into this. What the hell are you doing?
Rocco. Hey, that's a great idea. Combined biophic. No one has done it yet.
Yeah. You need a combined.
Save money.
Yeah,
So
it's
giving
like
two.
the tango and cash.
Also, if it doesn't work, one can blame the other.
Yeah.
I carried you in cricket. Now you carry me in movies. I think RCB was built by him, no doubt. Now, I heard horror stories of the son telling Cyrus how to bat and all that, which is a little too much. but there's no doubt that he knew sports. He loved his sports. He had the money, and he started the damn thing. So I can see that finally after 18 years when they win, you can't. Again, this like you can't deny history.
Yeah.
And welcome to a special telecast, AMAs, Sports AMA, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
And I say ladies and gentlemen, I'm just saying ladies because there are no ladies here. Yeah. So we have two veteran comics.
That's right.
Well, you're a veteran now.
I'm a veteran.
What's the
Yeah,
cutoff for
20.
veteran?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, bro, but you're also older than I thought.
I'm
so
way older.
Yeah,
I'm way
but
older than this guy.
He's veteran in age. I'm veteran in
You're
comedy.
older?
I'm,
Shamik?
Yeah, I'm
He's older than-
36.
Okay, quickly. Date of birth.
89. I'm
Date of birth.
93.
Is he as a child?
You're younger?
32.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle?
Life has not been kind. Life has not been kind.
This is genetics is very strange. Yeah.
It's crazy how it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, veteran is how many years into comedy
Yeah.
will you say veteran?
I would
Cyrus,
say even
you
if you
get to
last
decide.
1 year, you should be called a veteran.
Well, we're all veterans then.
Yeah.
We are like politicians in Maharashtra. You know, you have to switch parties up sometimes. You can't just do comedy all your life.
What is the cricket equivalent? Is Karun Nair a veteran? Are we? That's.
I'm backing that horse, bro.
Yeah.
Don't you say anything about Karun Nair. He got only 3 test matches after the triple century. I think 5 innings or 4 innings.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not fair.
that's not
you get
fair.
300 runs in a test. Freaking hell, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
300 you should get like 9 test matches.
Yeah.
As Mamira
after
said,
that.
I will
Yeah.
make sure they play 3 to 4 test matches.
And he scored a double 100
And
already.
he scored a double 100.
Yeah.
But like I was
The-
telling you off camera, normally the guy who scores the first class 100, especially in England, is the failure of the tour.
Oh,
So I'm very
man.
worried about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
But I'm backing him.
No,
Yeah.
no,
It's a
I
lovely
think he'll do
story.
it. He'll do
The
it.
only Indian with a Grey Nichols bat. Like I've never seen anyone.
Oh.
Well, in the old days, we all had.
Yeah.
We all had. I don't play for India.
We
Maybe
all.
India under 19.
All of us prospects.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true actually. You don't see Grey Nichols.
In India, no, I've never
It's all-
seen except-
They all have sponsors.
South
They
Bombay.
also, we don't know what the bat really is
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
Because they put the sticker by your favorite bat. Keep in mind, these are artists, right? And superstitious. So they've got a bat they like. The bat is from friggin' Borivali East.
Yeah.
Okay, it's that Raju who makes it.
Yeah,
And he's
from
of the
Meerut,
same-
it comes from Meerut to Raju, and
Exactly.
Raju is
Whatever.
doing something on it.
But the name is Chandu Sports.
Yeah.
So hello. But he can't put that because now somebody
it is,
slapped him with millions of dollars
Yeah.
to put, eagles
It's
or Grey
Khargar
Nichols or-
Willow. Khargar
Yeah,
Willow
Khargar,
bat.
yeah.
And what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like when I started, like as a child, I used to get that Cricket Today magazine.
Yeah.
So they used to lot of sponsorship of like kit and everything. So all the like I know the full names of all these. Like
Say.
KG is Kasturi Gupta.
Wow.
Yeah, BDM is BD
But don't you
Mahajan.
think KG works better than Kasturi
Kasturi Gupta, yeah.
Because you make a triple century for India and you wave the Kasturi Gupta. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, BDM
This
is
is like
BD
your
Mahajan.
master- your
Yeah.
master-
BDM is BD Mahajan?
BD Mahajan.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Say swear. BDM is BD Mahajan.
BD Mahajan, yeah.
And
I-
SG?
SG is Sansparrel's Greenland.
Greenland.
No,
No,
it's
it's
Saurav
not-
Ganguly for life. God damn it.
It's
always
even
Saurav Ganguly.
Sunny
The way
Sunny
money,
Gavaskar.
the way cricket is going and our money is everything. I mean, we'd buy all these products anyway and rename it.
I mean, yeah, we've bought like if you look at SS and you look at SG. Sorry,
SS
I'm a very
SS
I'm a
is
nerd
Nazi,
that way.
Nazi movement.
Yeah.
Shamik and I are history buffs. We would like this.
Nicholas Pooran is part of SS.
Nazi Germany?
Yeah, Nazi.
It's a
Nicholas
steam-
Pooran, you rascals.
Just retired.
Steam resistant bat.
Hey, what is it? Just retired? Is it retired from international cricket, which they pick and choose to play?
It's
Yeah.
very confusing.
Yeah.
Retirements have become very confusing.
Class
now.
in same
Klassen
thing.
also
He's
is
going to,
international.
both of them are going to play for the next 15 years till
Yeah.
they're 50.
Yeah.
With their in-demand power hitters.
Yeah.
In the 15 leagues available.
They're
plus
mercenaries
IPL.
now. They're just
yeah.
running around every
Yeah.
every
Like
Caribbean cricket league,
Bro,
everything
but
they're going to play.
if
Yeah,
I'm
Night
the-
Riders is like a bloody government job, no?
Yeah.
Not pension
Yeah.
and all they'll
You've got
give.
4 franchises with Night
Yeah.
Riders, that's enough. Why? What is West Indies, man? That's too much. And you're getting paid more for one tournament than you get from 3 tours. What are you
It's
going to do?
amazing.
Yeah, plus play under lights, no bloody sun, nothing, climate
he
change.
bats for 20 balls mostly.
Yeah.
20-25 balls is your work.
It's
and
the
then a few-
dream job, man. It's just a
and then
hitter.
impact sub.
Yeah, impact sub, this,
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But I think when you say retire, now you have to clarify, I will not touch a bat again. That's when it's retirement.
That's what I'm saying. For us, it was always retired means you'll never see the cricketer again.
Yeah.
Retired, he's playing somewhere here.
Yeah.
The next day you see him. You know what I mean? Bro, you retired.
And the ones that should retire are not retiring. I don't know what's happening.
You want to name names?
I don't want to name names.
Take non-Indian names.
Non-Indian names you can take.
Bangladesh you can take. At the moment, it's not going well. Although our Prime Minister called their academic.
Oh.
He was a principal. He was academic. He was a teacher.
Wait,
not the other fellow.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not taking
no,
names.
yeah.
There's a no-name
It's
podcast.
a street
podcast,
smart,
yeah.
street smart and book smart. You know, there's two kinds of smart.
Okay, you play this violin on your own. Me and Sid want to
This
talk cricket.
Bengali guy,
Go ahead.
you know.
You TMC lover. हम लोग नहीं करते ये.
अरे यार, ठीक है. Let's move
You're on
back
your
to
own.
cricket.
Run him out.
Back to the cricket. As Ravi Shastri.
Duncan Fernley, I say. Made in Dadar. It's an AM on cricket and lots to talk about. Shall we start with
Always.
tennis though?
Yeah, why not? It's just
Yes.
included. Do you guys watch?
I saw the final.
48 hours after that final.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is how long the game lasted, roughly.
48-hour game.
What a
But more
game.
importantly, the fact that you can come back, it's almost like, talk about match fixing. I'm sorry. But I'm like, because I went to sleep, I watched sport with my mom. It's a very Parsi thing. There's nobody else to watch with. So I went to sleep, and I said, Mom, I'll figure it out because I thought it was over, frankly.
It's
So
over.
After the two sets.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't wait for the championship points also. And at that point, he was when I went to sleep, it looked like a one-horse race.
Absolutely.
And you don't think on French clay, attritional tennis and all that, somebody's going to come back now. The body language didn't look that good.
Yeah.
It was 3 championship points.
3.
And
You all have to explain. I don't watch. I saw the final. What is championship points?
As in, it was 40
Serving
love.
for the match, man.
40 love serving for the match.
Three options to win the match,
Win the
one
match.
after another. And
Yeah.
he lost all 3. This guy comes back slowly, wins the set, and then subsequently wins the match.
What I saw was his record, Alcaraz's record in tie breaks is insane. He's like 13-2 or something. Like if once you take it to tie break,
that
it's
last
over.
one was I only
was
saw
a
highlights.
write-off.
There was
So he needs
destroyed
the
him.
pressure to perform.
No, so although it was a close game, towards the end you can see that he's killed the spirit of Sinha.
Yeah.
Which is something else to see in sports. It's a bit like Lakshman's 281 or Dravid's 180.
Yeah.
And they turned that game in 2001 around.
Oh, yeah.
And when they came back to bat, you could see they were a shadow of themselves because they'd been beaten spiritually.
He even knows crowd control, Alcaraz. He was like turning the crowd to
But you
bring it
can't. He
on
was
his
the underdog
side.
then.
Plus,
from
the
two down.
minute he got that third set, momentum also shifted.
And they
right?
want a 5 set. No, the crowd wants a 5
everyone
set.
Why
wants
would they
5
support a
sets.
sinner?
Yeah.
That's right. It's
अपना देश में नहीं
unfortunate.
करता ये.
His name makes him the villain
Yeah.
By the
automatically.
way, he got away with that little drug thingy.
Little
where
bit
they-
of-
What was it? I don't know. Please
अरे
tell me.
थोड़ा microdosing किया था
Oh,
उसने.
okay.
Whatever they did, okay, it showed up, and they said, okay, now he has to be banned, and this, that, and the other. So ban conveniently was when he returns with the Italian Open, but post the Australian Open, so he doesn't miss much. He gets some time to recuperate, and he's back for the big tournaments. He's Italian, so Italian Open is important, and it's a run-up to the French Open. French Open is important. He's there in the final.
Yeah.
Did he
So very
win the
convenient.
Italian Open?
This is like India BCCI kind of thingy, where the Indian guy gets to play on Sunday, Indian guy gets his own country to play a championship match. I'm sorry, it's like strings are being pulled, man.
What's happening with Rabada now, guys? What's happening?
It's cocaine, bro. Can't hold that against him.
Come on.
This was performance-enhancing drug that Sinha may
How
or
has
may
that
not have
enhanced
taken.
his performance?
Nothing.
Rabada?
Yeah.
Maybe
There
it
was
gave
no-
him confidence.
They didn't even
maybe.
play him, so there was no performance even when he came back.
Exactly.
But this is a different. Now at Lords on the 11th, I don't know when this goes out.
Yeah.
That's a different story altogether. Because that's where he's going to be potent. Seeming conditions and all that will support him.
What do you think?
I
What's
think
who
Australia
you
won.
backing?
I'm saying one-sided.
Batting first, you might have a low score, and that might because its games are now. Where in the old days, batting first was everything.
No, not anymore.
In English conditions, Lords, I think. Oof.
Even last
I
time we
think-
made the same mistake, right?
Yeah.
We didn't bat. We just played for the first
I don't
session
think
and we
anyone
lost.
bats out the first day. In
No,
this
openers
match.
can't do it. They're going to bat like those 2 English guys, Crawley and
Crawley and
Australia batted
Duckett.
last time. Last time they batted the entire day.
Australia.
in
if
the
you do
last
that,
WTC
if you do
final.
that in today's
Yeah.
world,
You're-
Test
you've won
cricket,
the
oh my
match,
God,
yeah.
you
Kind
bat
of
2
have.
sessions. If you're 3 for 250,
Yeah.
I think you're on top.
Oh, yeah.
You've got a strong foundation.
Like yesterday, India was 205 for 4 in the second test, and I'm like, oh, this is great score
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Like they should retire and just.
How much? 300 odd we got.
No, we made some 400,
400.
17 or so. Yeah, we declared at
But
some point we
count
declared.
too much, because everybody's like practicing in their minds and all this.
Fair.
I'm not sure.
And we know how these go. They don't reflect what the
no, but
tournament's
their
going to
bowling
be
attack
like.
is looking a little weak, no?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're jumping like.
topic.
Teenagers.
Yeah.
Wait, are bowling
No,
attack?
the English,
English
the,
bowling
the
attack.
A side, the
There
senior
is
side, the
yeah.
actual side, the June
Yeah.
20th side.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have Wood for sure, at least for the first three. They won't play Archer for whatever reasons. Then they're struggling with a couple of the other
They don't
boys,
have
like
any-
Atkinson, who's been their main gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's
that-
Josh Tongue. And
Josh Tongue is
Josh
there,
Tongue.
but I mean, he's 2 or 3 tests old. Kaz is there, but Kaz is not Larwood or Lily or, you know what I mean? No one's
Yeah,
getting scared hearing
But
the
it's a
names.
good time for them, right? Like to new bowlers
You
to a
can-
new batsman.
You can say that. Also, English
Exactly.
conditions.
Yashasvi never played in England.
That's
has
the
never played.
matchup. Our batsmen,
Yashasvi
they're
was
bowlers.
looking the worst of our batsmen in this run-up. Huh?
Yeah.
That's a bit scary. But maybe that doesn't mean anything. He's getting used to it.
Maybe he's playing a bluff. He's bluffing right
You
now.
think?
He's holding. He doesn't.
I'll bat
Unofficial.
badly until the first test.
Yeah,
and
he's
then
like
200
unofficial match. I don't want to show you what I am.
Also, he's not sure if he's going back to Goa or Mumbai. No?
Yeah.
Mess going on.
Whose kid bag is he going to throw?
Going up and down. I'll bat in Goa, then I'll field in Mumbai.
That's right.
Sorry, guys, we're jumping a lot here. We should have some sort of focus for which a good anchor would restrain these guys. We don't have a good anchor.
We have to be the anchor in this.
We have to be the anchor.
Okay,
The
we've
cricket.
got
This
some-
is the cricket's ex-Cyrus.
All right, we've got some questions
Cyrus.
from the fans, the real
Yeah, but why did
fans.
Sid go into a gay moment here? I didn't
I
pick
don't
that up.
know. I was totally
Oh,
blocking you out
you
for
go
that.
for it. Okay.
You read the next one.
Okay, listen, there's a complaint because some of our Discord guys, we have about 9 people who are, intense followers. They want their names read out.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
They said last time, I don't know who did it. You did it? So whoever
Hey,
did
don't
the
blame me,
names,
man.
But whoever did it, you rascal.
I
didn't
read the names.
You
I
read the
love
names.
reading the names.
Yeah.
I might read it
Puneet
ironically.
loves reading names.
Okay.
He doesn't even read the question, but the name is very important to him.
He's like, Rohit 123 has asked something.
Yeah. and then the question is like, Rohit, 1, 2, 3.
Why are you guys on Discord? I have no idea what's. Is it like the most?
Bro, you're talking to a person.
I don't think he's
You
the
have no
person.
idea, honestly. I'm like, if this was Parliament, I'm that Rajya Sabha member who can't be removed. So for 12 years, I'm there, even though 6 years is the max. I'm like that guy.
Yeah. You're like a dictator now. Of the,
That guy's not a
of the
dictator.
airways.
See, in India, if you want to hold jobs, make
Yeah.
sure nobody sees you.
That's true.
That's how you survive.
That's true. All right, I'll go with
Okay.
one question. HN. Now you said I have to read out the name. This person only goes by initials.
No, but
so it's not
see,
my
for them,
problem.
who cares what it
ठीक
is?
है.
But they're listening.
Okay.
They're the only
Yeah.
ones listening. Yeah.
HN is which bat? HN का full form क्या है? Okay,
HN,
leave it.
Rishikesh.
Nagar.
Okay. Create. Oh my God. Create the team sheets.
Sorry. But for a foreigner, that would be horrible. Because you tell them the H is silent. It's Rishikesh, but there's no H.
Horrific. Create team sheets for an ODI series between India 11 and World 11 in brackets minus Pakistan.
Pakistan, the only player who may get in for me, and that too would be difficult, is Shaheen Shah Afridi, whose form is not being all over the place.
Yeah.
I can't put him in a World 11. Who else? Babar Azam's form is dropped.
I think-
Babar
All
Azam,
three
so you
forms.
can't put in any
I think we
form.
can-
Rizwan is better than
We can
Azam.
bring
but
Shaheen Shah to
there
give
are
the
5
iPhones at the end of the tournament.
Yeah.
iPhone सबके लिए iPhone.
iPhone or even hairdryer.
No, but there's so many other wicketkeeper batsmen available also. No?
Yeah,
You're talking
that's
about World
true.
11. So then I'm saying Rizwan doesn't come up as
Should we
number
do
one.
India 11
Okay,
first or
let's
World
do
11 first?
India 11 तो वो मुश्किल होगा यार.
India.
Let's go World 11.
Yeah.
No
Okay,
Pakistan.
okay,
play.
World 11, no
Opening, I mean, of
Yeah.
course, head has to be the Travis Head.
This is
Travis
test
Head.
or this is test?
ODI.
Travis Head.
Okay,
is-
let's see what
Not that great a record of late, huh? If you want to think about
But
it.
you still-
I would go with Duckett.
Oh.
Duckett in both forms, red ball and 50 overs, has been fantastic.
Yeah.
So Duckett goes first for me.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you can, I mean, fuck it, whatever you say.
I'm thinking. I'm trying to remember who are the openers
No,
in
that's the
other
other
teams.
problem, yeah,
Let's.
yeah.
There is no one stands up because we don't play ODIs
Yeah,
first.
well,
I'll
look at the
see.
Sena countries, bro. It's not going to go beyond that.
I
Yeah.
think I'm going to go with Travis Head. I
Travis,
don't
yeah, you have
see
to go.
any-
I will also
Unless
always
you
go
want
with Travis
yeah,
Head.
this is World 11.
Yeah.
So.
If
Who's
Rach-
opening for New
If
Zealand?
Rachin Ravindra gets his form back,
Rachin,
definitely I would
definitely.
look at
Oh,
him.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Rachin.
He has to get into
Yeah.
that team because talent-wise, fantastic. But again, I don't know, IPL destroys some people sometimes. He's
It
doing
was-
great till he comes to the IPL and then boom, can't get a run.
Tough season.
Yeah, but I think like he's
Began
made
well,
for bigger
though.
things. Like he's made for
No,
Test
definitely,
cricket
definitely.
and
Super talent.
ODIs. Yeah.
Super
Too
talent.
good, too good.
Lovely, an Indian with a Kiwi accent. That's the kind of Indian I like.
Okay, wait. Let's see who.
Okay,
are
let's
the
start
other
again. So Duckett and Rachin, are you going with?
No, Duckett and Head. If
You want head?
Yeah.
Okay. You want head?
You just keep setting him up, alright?
That poor guy growing up in Australia. Come on. It wasn't-
I guess we
wouldn't have
can't
been
take
fun.
Josh Tongue in this
Yeah,
team.
Josh
We're gonna
Tongue,
attack
yeah.
him. for that.
Duckett.
and Rishabh Pant.
Duckett is a part of North Indian glory. You know, when you pretend not to say the bad word. Oh, Duckett, yeah. Oh, Duckett, yeah. Oh, Duckett, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's like an algorithm-friendly swear.
and we all think nobody can pick it up.
Yeah.
I'll say in front of my mom, man. Oh, you won't know. Dark it.
It's the Ben Stokes. His name is Ben Stokes. Who's our number 3?
Number 3, I would go with Rachin.
Yeah, we got
Nicholas Pooran has retired, but others I was looking at him as well.
I would have gone for Klaasen also, actually.
Klaasen later, 5 or 6.
Yeah,
but
but
they don't
3.
count
They're
them.
not
We don't
3.
count them.
Not 3. No, we can't count.
So
Klaasen.
what's it? Rachin is at 3.
Three.
You want Rachin
Let's
at 3?
put him at
No,
3.
Aussie, middle order.
Who's
Aussie
there
middle
in
order.
Australia?
English. Josh Inglis
Josh
will come
Inglis.
in.
Is he?
Good form,
yeah?
50 overs. Yeah. You have
Put
to
him in.
consider him.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
number
Who's your keeper bat?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Who's New Zealand's keeper right now?
Well, Blundell is a test keeper
No.
and
Tom Latham is...
No.
Tom
no.
Latham is also test and 50 overs
Can't
between
put them in.
So then that
anyways.
the other fellow,
Who is
name?
Australia's keeper right now?
Uh,
Man, ODI
Alex
is...
Carey,
Carey.
but he's also for 50 overs is a possibility. With English, they'll fight for that.
There's no one
So
who
I would go
really-
with English then, like Josh Inglis.
But where do you bat him?
With these kinds of things, you have to adjust it and put
Kane
it in.
Williamson, Kane Williamson's still there for
We
50
have to
overs.
put Kane. I think.
So he goes at 4 for me.
Yeah.
Are we not putting Virat in this? Oh,
This
India
World 11. I mean, just 'cause he
Virat
moved
may
to
go to
England.
England, but you don't just watch it.
He's still an ODI
Bro,
India player.
you're causing a riot here.
Man, this Hotstar has made me
Really?
very India biased.
India
Even in
11
World
mein, we
11.
have only 10 spots available right now. Virat
We have
Kohli.
one
Actually,
hero
we
in the
have 9.
country and you want him to go to England. That's it.
ठीक है 4 पे we are putting Williamson.
And English at the wicketkeeper batting
So
5.
number 3.
Yeah, who's our number 3?
Rachin.
Rachin is
Done.
number 3. Okay.
Done.
And left-hander also. I always
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
left-hander in the mix. Yeah.
So we have 3 left-handers.
We have a lot
Duckett,
up
Head,
top.
Rachin.
Yeah, but that's so 1, 2, 3. So one will be there in the middle order
Aha.
with the rest.
Yeah, and one will fail in every game. So
Yeah.
it's
2
fine.
will fail for sure.
2 will fail.
4th is Kane Williamson.
Well, yeah, 5th is English.
English.
Then we get
Okay.
an all-rounder in. Who we got?
Well, if he's fit, then Cameron Green. But he's not bowling yet.
Cameron Green has been out for a
patchy.
while.
You wouldn't
now,
put him
yeah.
there. Then
But
which-
not
which-
right now.
Ben
Who
Stokes. Ben Stokes has to come.
Ben
in.
Stokes also is
He's
out
retired
of...
from 50 overs, but
Yeah.
we can bring him in.
We're bringing out of retirement for this hypothetical.
Yeah, he might just come back. You never know.
Is there
who
no
else?
one else all-rounder who just
Bangladesh?
pops out? Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
Middle order.
No, there's no one who stands out, right?
I'm just trying to wonder.
Oh, this is going to be the longest podcast.
Even
ever.
Stoinis is out, right?
Marcus
Stoinis
Stoinis.
doesn't
Is-
cut it for
doesn't-
50, yeah.
Yeah, and I think
And
he
he's
also
on his last
retired.
legs
He also
now.
retired, right? No.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. So he's also.
Do we have no West Indies player?
Then it has to be Mitch Marsh.
Yeah, Mitch Marsh is in.
at 7, at 6.
Yeah.
Let's put Mitch Marsh in.
He's in form.
He's still in form.
We gotta throw him in
and
there.
he can bowl if he's fit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't know how that's going to go. But
Bison. We put the Bison in
Yeah,
at
put
6.
Wow,
the
there's
Bison.
no South Africans so far in this.
Well, they retired. The one we wanted
Yeah.
is
The one
just
we wanted
retired.
is gone, but.
Rassi dandered
Oh,
the
yeah,
I
dude,
would
how
Ryan
can you-
Rickleton
yeah.
would, Ryan Rickleton would fight, but he's only 1 season old.
But actually, Vander Dussen is
Vander Dussen
also
also.
like...
But he's an attritional sort of bat, so I'm saying you already have a couple of those options. Rachin can do that. Kane Williamson can do that. Why do we need a third? We need a power batter now.
Yeah,
Where's your
yeah.
power batter at 7?
Yeah.
Who can bowl a bit also, hopefully.
Yeah.
So there's Tim David come into it.
Tim David.
Tim David.
Yeah.
He was
we
on the.
forgot
For 20 for sure, but for 50 overs?
Wait, Tim David was injured. That's why he didn't play, right? I was like, have they dropped him?
No.
RCB didn't
Listen,
drop
he's
him.
the hardest hitter of the ball. So
Yeah.
at 7, if it's 5 overs to go, this is the guy you want in.
But can he bowl?
He can bowl.
What about
He can bowl. Look, he's not
Liam?
Botham or Kapil Dev, but yeah.
This guy.
Liam Livingston can't
Livingston?
bowl. He can also
For
bowl
50
spin a
overs,
little
you
bit.
want to play him?
No, I would.
He's a hitter.
Depends on where we're playing. Because if we want the extra spinner, then we can play him.
Yeah.
Because he does that double thing of
So
leg
let's
and
keep
off.
7 as Tim David.
Tim David is
or-
better.
Rotating between these two.
Yeah, depending on
We have to
conditions.
move on with the show.
Yeah.
also.
Horses for
Yeah.
courses.
Yeah.
We do the. What if this is the whole
Okay,
episode?
the easier part is the 3 Australians coming to the.
Yeah, bowling
straight
is
away.
Stark.
Pat Cummins,
yeah.
Cummins.
So is it
Three of
like
them.
is
Three of
this
them come in.
Australia 11 and some
Yeah.
others?
That's
But
how cricket.
that is the
That's
strongest
world.
team.
It's a reflection of world
Strongest
cricket,
team.
no? So we are just missing one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in fact,
yeah.
we've not even
Spinner.
considered
We throw in a
Joe Root.
No, we need
by
a
the
spinner.
way.
We need one
proper spinner.
frontline spinner is missing.
Adam Zampa.
Yeah, 50 overs. What
Let's-
choice do we have?
again, an Aussie.
Wait, Rashid Noor Ahmad.
Yeah, let's throw in one of
Rashid's
them. No?
form has been atrocious.
Actually, yeah.
Noor is in.
Noor
Noor
Ahmad,
Ahmad.
I don't mind taking a gamble on.
Yeah.
Let's throw Noor Ahmad.
Let's
in
throw
there,
Noor
man.
Ahmad.
We
Noor
need
Ahmad's
some
really good
yeah.
season this
diversity quota also.
Oh,
We
very
need-
good.
Chalo,
Plus we have breaking borders and making
Yeah,
people happy.
exactly.
And we don't have any. We don't even have Joe Root. We've not even considered him.
Joseph.
Tell him,
Root.
so far we have 10 Christians. Huh? So I don't know diversity is there.
Maybe
Joe Root for me is still there. Williamson,
Can-
Joe Root, you decide.
I think Joe Root. I'll go
you're
with
right.
Joe Root.
Okay,
He's
Williamson
just-
is out.
Because
Sorry.
as they age, he's the one who's just going further and further.
He's just pushing himself.
Sorry,
ahead
Kane
of the curve.
or Kane as we say in Marathi.
Impact sub. Say Kane Williamson
yeah.
impact sub. All
Okay,
right.
done.
Okay,
Done.
done.
Captain.
Captain Joe Root.
Not Mitchell Marsh.
Not Joe Root.
Not
Joe Root
Mitchell.
Joe Root's
doesn't.
had his
He
run.
doesn't enjoy
Okay, fair.
captaincy.
Okay, then. Not Mitch Marsh. Who was the keeper?
We
in
put
this?
Cummings. Cummings is the
captain.
resident captain.
Yeah, of course.
So he
Yeah,
stays.
Cummings, yeah.
He stays.
The most
He's also his
handsome
own-
player has to be the captain. That's the rule.
You're so heterosexual today.
I can't help it. This
Okay,
guy's...
done. Indian 11.
Okay, Indian.
Okay,
11.
two positions are out. We don't talk about those.
Okay.
3 positions. Bumrah also we gotta put
Oh,
in
boom
this.
boom is also.
Come on,
yeah,
we gotta.
yeah.
Okay,
Four
let's
inside,
go.
even
Let's go
Pandya.
in order.
Oh,
Let's
shit.
go in order.
Okay.
Open.
Opener
come on.
Rohit and who?
Rohit
Rohit
and
is gone.
He's playing
50
ODI.
overs. 50 over he's there.
You think they'll last till 27?
I think he will
Okay,
because
chalo, we'll
now
do it.
that he
I
has
mean,
nothing.
So
we are
Rohit,
just
why
sitting.
can't Jaiswal play 50 overs?
Yeah, we put
He
Jaiswal.
should, yeah.
I mean, as long as his form is good. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I
With
would put
Shreyas, I
them-
would put Shreyas at 3.
so no
or
Shubman in this
50.
team basically, right?
No,
That's your call.
You just removed him.
I want
based on
Shreyas.
your-
I'm a big Shreyas fan.
No, let's do.
No, I
left.
agree.
I
In
also,
form also.
yeah, Shreyas we need.
Yeah.
Virat we need. Rohit we need.
So Rohit.
So that's 4. You've come to 4 now.
Yeah, so
3 and
the-
4 you've covered.
yeah,
So
Yashasvi
Shubman
also.
Gill stays or not?
no, I say Jaiswal.
Or Shubman
lefty.
opens and Yashasvi goes out.
No.
we
Left
need
right combo.
Left right
Right,
combo.
left,
We
right.
need.
That's a
Yash.
great way to remove someone from the team.
Yeah.
Let's go left right combo.
Okay.
Yashasvi.
So at the
and,
moment we've reached, if we do Shreyas at 3, then there's no Shubman because 4 you can't touch Kohli.
No.
Then 5.
Number 5.
You don't want to play Gill at 5. This is wasting him.
KL.
KL.
KL is 5 as the savior in case of
KL
a
is
collapse.
wherever we need to.
No, the poor guy.
plug him.
He's
Yeah.
the Dravid of this era. Has to bat where they tell him. And
Rahul needs to be
Rahul needs to
like-
be in the
yeah.
team
Yeah.
based on current.
You won't take a punt on Surya Kumar Yadav again in 50 overs.
Oh
What a talent.
no, not in 50, man. I don't want to be burnt like that again.
Yeah, he's yeah. I thought finals
It's
would be.
personal.
I'm
for you.
sorry,
Yeah, I'm so
19
sorry.
November. I can't get over
Yeah,
it.
I thought like finals would be his
Yeah.
day, but like he's been.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
So then who's 5? Make up your mind.
KL.
KL is 5.
Yeah.
And who keeps then? KL keeps or Rishabh Pant doesn't come into it?
I don't think Rishabh.
Because if Rishabh Pant comes in, he has to come in at 5.
You're
He can't come
taking
later.
Pant?
I'm thinking.
How do we put Pant
Rishabh
in
is-
right
because
now?
it's like red ball, you can't touch him.
Touch
but I
him.
think in white ball,
White
there
ball,
are
there are-
questions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just a test player,
So KL,
test specialist who
KL
bats like a
keeps,
ODI
not Sanju
player.
Samson, nobody else?
No, Sanju Samson. Sorry.
Okay, so 5 goes to him. Then 6 we have the all-rounders for sure.
Hardik Pandya.
Hardik
you gotta
Pandya at
have
6
that.
and finisher. Jadeja has to come in.
Aksar, I'd go
You
with
prefer
Aksar.
Aksar?
Right
I would
now,
go with Akshar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
with the kind of batting form he's in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus, for you, the quota is okay because Gujarati for Gujarati, so
Yeah.
there's no fight here.
Yeah.
All good. We're all good.
Ravindra Jadeja
Horses
impacts
for-
up for fielding. Right?
At
Yeah,
42,
still
he
the
can
best
still, yeah.
fielder around.
No
Can't
doubt.
beat him.
Okay, that takes us to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Your 4 guns.
We've got
Bumrah obviously is there
Bumrah,
somewhere.
Bumrah.
Is there.
3 more.
You gotta
Shami
put
if he's fit.
Shami if he's fit, but he's not.
It's like it looks like it's
Current form, you have to
yeah.
leave Shami out.
It's
But
Siraj-
I think Siraj makes it just because
I like Prasidh Krishna.
Prasidh is also
And I'm
not
thinking
bad.
England's going to make him.
IPL.
I want
form-
Arshdeep as well.
Oh, you have
Arshdeep.
Arshdeep and Prasidh Krishna are the future.
So then
We need these
Arshdeep,
two in.
Prasidh Krishna. So Siraj is out then, you're saying?
I'm asking you. You
I
decide. We
need
have
one-
one space.
I think we need one more spinner.
Depends on where we're playing.
Yeah.
So then Siraj
If
is
we-
out because
so
you
Siraj
can't
is
get
out.
them all
I think
in.
I'll go with
So-
Kuldeep.
Kuldeep or Siraj is the 11th position depending on where we're playing.
Okay, perfect.
Fair?
They're done.
Yeah.
We did
They
the
were
team.
done.
Yeah, it's a solid team.
Done. Jadeja's our 12th man. We're done.
Yeah,
All
and
good.
India
Yeah.
11 wins, by the way.
Oh, by the way, Captain Rohit Sharma.
Ooh, yes.
No, 1 second. You want?
no,
You
of
want
course,
to?
of
This is a free forum.
Best skipper,
Yeah.
best skipper.
And also
Man
now that
management, he's number 1. Yeah, people love him.
and also if again I'm backtracking, but instead of Yashasvi, we can try Sanju one of the games. It's a 5-match
Oh, you
series.
just
For me,
trying
Sanju
to-
has to come in for the keeping position also. Yeah.
Yeah, so he can keep. No, he can open
so
and
KL
keep.
then bats only.
Yeah.
But
Fair
then
enough, fair
left, right
enough.
is gone out of the corner.
I mean,
Fine.
it's
We're
fine,
keeping
yeah.
everyone happy also. The
Left
whole
is out of the
country is
corner
happy
in
now.
India.
The left has no chance.
Yes.
Well played.
Yeah, that was a pretty solid. There was
Yeah.
a decent couple of 11s.
And it only took us 6 minutes.
It only-
Indian 11
Yeah.
is the easiest.
The
Like,
edit
I
will
just
come
gotta,
down
like,
to. You wanna read the next one?
What is the
It's by the
next
same
one?
person. Remember
HN
to
has
mention
too many
his name.
questions. Oh man, okay, there's a good question. Which player, it's for Shamik and Siddharth only, which player will have the next cricket biopic and who will play the lead? HN.
Vaibhav
Okay, I can't answer.
Suryavanshi.
It's only for you two.
Vaibhav Suryavanshi and.
So what is it called? 16 baras ki? What are we going to? I mean, because the perspective can't be much more than that, right?
Adi paida hua hai. That's the name of the movie. And then the word before which will
It should be
censor.
like it's only for minors.
Yeah.
Reverse thing because this guy is really young.
I think the biopic will be of Shubman Gill, but the voiceover
It's
will be
too
done
early.
by Ishant Sharma. So like just
Or shit, Dudeja. But what about Virat and Rohit?
Yeah.
Rocco.
I mean,
they should have a
Combined.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this
You're putting
question.
romance into this. What the hell are you doing?
Rocco. That's a great idea. Combined biopic. No one has done it yet.
Yeah. You need a
You
combined.
save money.
Yeah,
So give
it's
it
like
two.
the Tango and Cash.
Also, if it doesn't work, one can blame the other.
Yeah.
I carried you in cricket. Now you carry me in movies.
Yeah, and who would play them?
Who would play them?
I mean,
Keep in mind they're young. It won't be that 37 and 38 and 36. It's more like starting from an
Aditya
earlier
Roy
period.
Kapoor's body for
He's too tall.
he's
No,
too
Vicky
tall.
Kaushal, I'd go for.
Again, too tall.
tall,
These are all
too
6
tall
footers. Yeah.
for
You need more
Virat.
like, I think Virat is 5'10".
We don't have any young
and
short
Rohit
actors.
5'9", 5'8". Huh?
You've pointed out a problem. We don't have young short actors anymore. They're all tall.
We do, but they're
Rao.
60 plus. Amir,
That's what I'm
Shah
saying.
Rukh,
Young
Salman.
ones are.
Amir will be
I'll
happy
just
to
cast
play.
them. I'll cast them.
Oh,
Amir is
you'll
very
cast
happy.
them. Yeah, Amir with AI. It is Virat done.
You mean Lal Singh Chadda?
Rohit, look, they're very different in terms of personality because Rohit is laid back and stoic
Correct.
and sort of, not very expressive.
So then
Yeah.
Jackie Shroff. No. Okay.
No chance, Jackie Shah. We go with.
Sid, you son of a bitch. Here we're doing a proper analysis and you're trying to take shots at people you don't like in Bollywood.
I love Jackie Shroff.
Jackie
He's
Shroff
my
is my
favorite.
Jackie Shroff is playing Rohit
I think
Sharma.
Jackie Shroff
I mean,
is.
they are both like spirit-wise.
He's
they're
too
both
fond
Bidu,
of.
yeah, the Bidu style of talking.
Yeah.
He's too
Garden mein
fond
ghumne ke liye
of.
aaya.
He's too fond of ghas poos for him to play.
So-
Rohit
अरे तो
Sharma.
even Rohit ना Rohit भी घास उठा रहा है.
Oh, sorry.
So
I
it's-
forgot.
No, they could have a
Perfect.
fight. He's taking the grass from the garden.
Yeah.
Rohit's like, I'll smack you, man. Yeah. And then who plays Kohli?
Wait, is Jackie playing? Virat?
But that's now the question
That's
is
a-
clearly
that's an
Sid,
insane question.
Shamik can sit alone, so I'm only
We
advisor.
put Tiger. We put Tiger as Virat.
Yeah,
The father
Tiger,
and
yeah,
son.
just-
But Tiger's not. You gotta get very animated. Who's the animated guy?
That's
very
true.
animated.
It's
guy.
the literal
That's the most
opposite.
animated hero we have in
Yeah.
terms of.
Yeah,
celebrity.
I was
I mean,
only
then
thinking
you
physique.
have to go with Ranveer. I mean, he's the most animated.
Yeah.
Ranveer is perfect.
But he's played
Oh,
Kapil
Ranveer
Dev
plays
already.
everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
again-
if I'm a young kid, I think Ranveer only is
Yeah,
like 10
yeah.
cricketers.
I think
already.
Ranveer can play both Rohit and this one. They
You
just
think?
shoot
He
it
can
12
play,
months
yeah.
apart.
Yeah.
They shoot Rohit.
Oh.
Then he goes to the
So
gym.
one second,
then he
one
shoot.
second.
they shoot
No. When Ranveer's on his meds,
Yeah.
he plays Rohit. And then he's off his meds, he plays
Yeah,
Virat.
basically.
We save money again.
It's
We pay
like-
once. Two characters, but paisa ek hi hai.
Yeah,
Right, and
it's like
Ranveer-
Amir and Dangal, but they're
Yeah, yeah,
parallelly they're
Yeah.
running, right?
I think, yeah.
How sad we don't go for the old guys.
Ah,
Ritik we can't cast, right? Anything.
No, Ritik not in cricket.
Maybe
Maybe as
could-
a mystery spinner with the 11th finger,
Yeah.
maybe,
Ooh.
at best.
Here we go.
No ball.
Here we go. The finger
Apologize.
spinner. Definitely not a wrist spinner with those fingers.
Finger spinner,
And so Rajkumar Rao's playing.
As a Bengali, are you happy with Rajkumar Rao for Ganguly? Ganguly is much taller. Much taller. He's like almost 6'5", 10'5", 11".
And he's like a
He's not-
very
what,
like
6'5"?
flamboyant
Oh,
kind
5'11".
of.
Also, he's
person.
born into luxury, so
Yeah.
us rich people have a certain swag.
I think.
I don't know, actors can pull off sometimes.
Yeah.
I think he can do it. I think he can do it.
In
He
fact,
looks the part.
My mom gave me the best Rajkumar review recently. She
What?
said he's always playing small town boy. He needs
Yeah,
to be
that's
in the
what.
big town
so
now.
for me, either he's a great actor because you're hitting a guy who was born in the lap of luxury, great talent to
Yeah.
change Indian cricket. But personally speaking,
Yeah.
he's a different genre
But
of
this is
Indian
acting.
male.
This
Yeah.
is
And then-
acting. He's gonna do it. Don't worry. I'm only worried.
सब लोग अमिताभ बच्चन नहीं बन जाते हैं.
I'm just worried that in this Bollywood biopics where we whitewash the character and also make them look better than they actually look. So in that scene, where they'll definitely do the
Yeah,
Nicholas
absolutely,
Pooran.
absolutely
If
there.
he's got the
Yeah,
six pack, I'm out.
Yeah.
This is not the
And
movie.
by
I
the
need
way-
the chest hair.
By the
Yeah.
way, neither did Flintoff when
Yeah,
it started.
yeah.
So it's like both these
Yeah, Flintoff
perpetrators.
looked like a
were
loaf of
not known.
bread.
Yeah. I mean, he had 4 beers and started
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that.
He had a family
Come
pack
on.
down there. It
After a
was-
good Bengali meal, Saurabh says, I'll teach you.
But Rajiv Shukla will play Rajiv Shukla.
Stop
That is for
it,
sure. He'll
stop
be at the
it,
back
Stop it.
clapping.
Because Rajiv Shukla will outlive all the cricketers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll still be there when Virat Jr. is making his debut,
Yeah.
in Chinnaswamy.
And I hope they'll show everything. Like they don't whitewash like the Safola incident. Everything is in the
What kind of
biopic.
Bengali are you? This is your biggest hero of
What
this
is the
generation.
Safola incident?
we'll leave that.
Leave
Leave it out.
We want Ganguly to come on the thing. Listen, he's done
Leave
lots
it
for
out.
Indian cricket. I'm a huge
He
fan.
just
Stop.
had a health
did I-
issue. So
Oh yeah,
remember?
that. Yeah. Got it.
While he was
that will not be
There's
there.
While he
also-
was the brand.
There's also a shoe ad where the dancing was questionable, but I mean, we can't pick
That
at
was
straws.
before AI. What
On
can
the other
you
hand, there was
do?
that 140 odd at Brisbane, which is one of the best innings I've seen.
This is what we want to
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
him for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mainly.
And the fact he turned around the team.
Yeah.
I always think we discussed
And
this.
then he moved the captaincy around perfectly.
That's fine, bro. But he's the first
Yeah.
one to look the other captain.
Who is playing
in
Greg
the eye.
Chappell? That's what I want to
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Well, Tom Alter is
He's
not
no
there,
more,
so we have to look out. We have to look out.
new white
But we only got
looking
the
man
IPL,
needed.
so when they come in, we'll be like,
David
Justin
Warner.
Langer team didn't do too well. David Warner.
can play.
What I'm
But
sure
Greg
is
Chappell is more Rohit Sharma than Virat Kohli. So he's more the quiet, stoic, laid back. He's not really animated.
they'll have to
So
get a
find
Greg Chappell. That's a good point. Maybe Robert De Niro.
Trevor Chappell can play. He's 5 years younger.
There you go.
De Niro want to... Everything will be like this. De Niro when he orders in Zomato. Sheikh kebab.
Imagine if they get Robert De Niro. What a movie that.
And Rajkumar Rao. That's your coupling.
That's my coupling, dude. What, that shot.
De Niro plays Chappell. Rajkumar Rao plays Ganguly. I'm watching this film, bro. I'm sold. Duncan Fernley presents along with K.S. DM Mahajan.
BD Mahajan.
BD Mahajan. Oh,
It's
boy.
perfect. And Virender Sehwag is played by Virender Sehwag.
Yeah.
This would be perfect.
Who'll dub him? But he won't stop talking.
That's true.
Yeah. Sidhu and him they can't risk Sidhu and Sehwag. Because they'll be like, film, nahi hai film. Ho gaya. Sidhu's dialogue is 2 words. Not out! And in the juxtaposition of the atmosphere, I feel ki it's like that.
If the partridge had the woodcock's thighs, he
I-
just start
yeah,
going
exactly.
to-
Do you think when they go home, I thought of this about Arnab also. You
Yeah.
think when they go home, that Avatar can stay when you're ordering food and all? So like, Maharaj!
Yeah.
खाने के लिए क्या है? I mean, because
Yeah,
they got
they keep
mad
it
now
on.
with the
Yeah.
Avatar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they-
Why shrug it off?
It gets, muddled. You don't know
Completely,
who the
yeah.
real person is. anymore.
Bedroom, bathroom.
Well, I don't know how deep
Okay.
this biopic is going, but
Okay,
we'll find out.
Bro, this is all part of life.
That's
you
true.
may be the greatest cricketer of your generation, but you still have to pee.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Speaking of which, take a break and we'll come back.
Oh, perfect.
It's time. Create the life you've always dreamed of. Join me, Ashton Doctor, on a journey of self-discovery, productivity, and wellness. In just a few minutes, we'll bring you practical insights and actionable tips to help you build positive habits that stick. Tune in to The Compounding Mindset, brought to you by Access Mutual Funds. Subscribe to the podcast now and start your transformation today. Don't wait. Do it now. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
And we're back. What a fabulous show.
What a segue that was.
Yeah.
Cyrus, that was like, that's the money shot in cricket, like
I'm
how
also,
they say.
I'm also into breaks now because after 30 years I still haven't got mine. So it means a lot. Oh, fucking laugh, you bastard. Look at these guys. They love jokes on ourselves. Anyway,
We got another question. Sorry, we can do this question?
Yeah,
I'll read it out and you see.
now if
it's
you don't,
worth
we'll
it.
look like fools.
Okay, fine. I'll read it. Then
Just
you
blame
decide.
Sid.
I'll read it. Then you guys decide.
Okay.
Avinash says, following the Bangalore crowd crush during the IPL
I
parade
get your point. Yeah.
that killed 11.
Yeah.
What's
I'll let the humor be taken over by Sid. now.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah, just the toughest spot ever of
What's-
all time.
I'll just lean over.
What safety protocols would you enforce
Okay,
for future
now that you
mass
brought it up,
events?
I'll just say this much.
Yeah.
All right. We are blaming RCB. We want to blame police. We want to blame
Yeah.
blah, blue, blee,
Yeah.
infrastructure, badly planned, entrances, size. Well, what about the humanity factor? All said and done, also some blame has to go to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we go there, lakhs of people, we know what we're getting into, So I'm just thinking at some point the common sense of the common man has to come into play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure after this incident, there will be some change in
Honestly,
the way
I tell you,
think
next year,
about
whoever
it.
wins, there's no ticker tape parade.
No,
It's like,
no.
we won, good night.
I
That's it.
honestly
No, you
don't
gotta
understand.
have a few days between the day of victory and the parade, like
Yeah,
they did
just-
with the India Champions Trophy.
I
win
could've-
and
But
so
that
on.
was
You
also
know,
because we were coming back.
I mean, sure,
No,
yeah.
they
logistically,
couldn't
that's
there were storms and all.
Storms
you guys
and-
remember.
exactly,
You guys
that's
took it
right.
a week.
Yeah.
That's
But I'm
true.
saying here, if the
Yeah.
police are to be believed,
Yeah.
the Karnataka police was like very clear that, give us a few days to prepare.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if you're so sure that could be a trouble, you don't give them permission.
That's
Yeah.
what. That's
But
what.
it's still,
should be a
your
complete-
responsibility.
Yeah.
If you feel law and order situation or whatever
Yeah.
that this can happen,
yeah.
don't give the thing.
And as a
Plus-
person who's grown up in Bangalore, I'm very used to police not giving permission for many things. So why was it not? This is your favorite thing to not
Really?
give
Yeah, there was
permission.
some New
So
Year
don't
also
give
which got
permission.
cancelled, right? In Bangalore.
Everything, dude, it
What,
happens all
Valentine's
the
Day didn't
time.
happen for 12 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Ram
Love-
Saini, my
love
favorite
was
political
cancelled.
party.
Love was cancelled.
No, but my
Mutalik. I tried to get him on the
yeah.
podcast. He's a great man. He would only be known on 13th night to 14th afternoon. After which you never heard or saw him. He's
like
just an
the-
old uncle in a bar that you
He's
meet.
the,
after
he's
that.
the Haley's comment of Valentine's Day.
No, after that he's very into Western culture. No? He's
Yeah.
watching his Netflix film on his laptop.
yeah.
He's very westernized.
I remember he was interviewed and people, the reporter was, what's wrong with love? And he's like, I've got nothing against love. I love my sister. I love my mother.
Matru
We're
Pitru Divas.
not what
It's
we're
called-
talking about,
We
sir.
celebrate
No, you could go
Matru
somewhere else with that.
Let's not shut this podcast down.
As we say in Bengal, Valentine's.
Valentine's
But
Day.
I just feel like you're right about these things.
But
But
we never
I,
blame the people.
yeah, I think like first of all, the IPL is a corporate private cricket league. Number one, why is a statesman calling them to celebrate that? Like this happened with Mamata Banerjee as well few years ago.
We know why they are. It's a populist thing, so everybody wants their 5 seconds.
So
of-
that is number one. That is something that needs to be stopped, which is like a private. Like you
Instead
don't
of
get a
government को
Ranji
topple
team.
करने का ना
No,
तेरा
but-
कोई वो एक काम है government को गिराओ बैंक छोड़
सारे
I don't care about
government-
who.
No, I
To be
feel-
fair, what you're saying, he's saying lines of reduce your enthusiasm a little
For
bit.
a corporate
That will
cricket,
help.
it's at the end of it, it's called Indian Premier League, but it's a corporate tournament.
Baba, I grew up a few
Yeah.
decades before you, and we went to Rang Bhavan for rock concerts and all
That's
that.
right.
First time we went there, people were falling all over trying to get in and get out. And then girls were being touched and this and that. It's horrendous. Okay, if you go to Wankhede in the old days, also it was horrendous. The entry is a little better now because the class of people is a little better, to be honest. But it wasn't. So you know all this. If you got lakhs of people coming
Exactly,
from
you
across
gotta, like-
Bangalore and Chinnaswamy, if you've been there,
Yeah.
I mean, we have not built our stadiums with huge exits.
Exactly.
Go to Oval in England, and there were 42 exits.
That's
Okay,
right.
you have much better chance. But here it's like 1 or 2. They're not very big. All that is
Yeah, it
there.
was a disaster.
Stop taking the IPL seriously is
I
bottom
think-
line.
I mean, you celebrate at home, right? You've
Yeah.
been watching it at home.
Yeah.
Why do you have to go?
Celebrate Indian victories.
It's so uncool that we have nothing to do in India that we all have to. Every single thing we
Yeah.
World Cup is something.
Yeah.
Okay, even
Exactly.
if there's 7 World Cups now,
Yeah.
it's still something.
It's
Yeah.
India.
But this is IPL is a franchise tournament.
Yeah. I'll go to the next. You want to read the next one?
Okay.
I think so. You've been horrible. We can't lie.
Read his name, huh? This is Cyrus.
Yeah,
wants
name,
his
name.
Name is very important.
Look at this
in
name.
loud voice, and the
Yeah.
rest is not so important.
Spitwise_13.
Ah,
That could be a guy from IBM.
friend of the show.
No,
Yeah.
Spitwise is what we do here.
Yeah, I know.
Which reminds me.
Who's the most underrated bowler this season?
Oh, this is IPL.
IPL. Yeah.
Look in the
He's still
IPL.
on the IPL.
There's so many people. The problem is to remember everyone.
I'll go with my bro Varun Chakrabarti.
Was he underrated?
As in because KKR was
So
under
he was
the
underrated
radar.
last season.
Yeah.
And that's when he shone.
Because KKR, no one cared about this season. That's why I'm saying no
Well,
one's talking about KKR.
Well,
this
now the
season.
way Shreyas performed and took them to the final and all,
Yeah.
people are going to ask questions.
Yeah.
You pay people in management to run things, and I'm sorry, but if they get it wrong, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would go with.
How do you choose an
I mean,
underrated
would
bowler?
you say Noor Ahmed was underrated?
He's like top
not,
of the
he's top.
list of
But he's
wicket
been
takers.
talked about a lot, no? So
Yeah,
underrated,
so
is,
why should-
underrated is like you don't even remember him and then he performs.
Why shuck that the
Yeah, but it flattered to deceive a little bit towards a
Towards
couple
the
of good
but-
games. And then
Yeah,
I'll
but
always
that's
say
how-
Prasidh because even though he is
he
talked
won the
about,
purple-
Again, I would
we
say
don't
last
talk-
season
Fair enough.
had a
Didn't he
rebirth.
win the purple cap?
He won, he won.
Yeah, so
And
how
he's
is he
been very
underrated?
steady.
Yeah.
Even
On
the
flat wickets.
Kerala boy for Mumbai who played a
He
few
played 2-3 games and then
yeah.
they
Not
disappeared.
enough.
But I honestly, I can't, like, you have to be fair to the bowlers. Like, if it's a 15, 14
Hazelwood could have
matches.
been underrated because nobody thought that Hazelwood would be such a big factor. And he only played 10 or 11 games, missed 3 or 4.
Yeah.
He has performed in every single game.
Yeah.
It's literally like the best performance. Prasidh Krishna, you could debate it.
Sure.
But so I would say that because I know he's got a big name and all
Yeah.
that, but he's been injured. He's not had a great season
True.
coming into it. And he's really been, for me, he's been the X factor.
Yeah, and
for
he
sure.
never loses a final, you know
Never
that.
loses
right?
a
I am a
Yeah.
Hazelwood fan. Like, I like him out of all the 3 Australians.
Quietly, because
Yeah.
he's a quiet workman-like guy who's doing his thing, hitting
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
spots, bowling test match lengths and
Yeah.
things like that.
Absolutely.
And he has changed his white ball game quite a lot. Like,
I
if you
think-
look at him in all formats, across all formats, he's been much.
But they started this thing about going wide outside the off stump, not the Aussies. They hit that, but they have to
coming
hit that
in.
length where you don't go wide and to be called a
Yeah.
wide, and also difficult to play because the guys are already flaying and losing control
True.
because it's wide enough. But they're the ones who really push for that.
yeah.
In India, what do you do on these flat wickets, poor things?
Yeah, you
I
go-
would say there's also this what's his
That
name?
Digvesh?
This unconventional action wala bowler from Mumbai. He's been
Yeah.
in real form.
Very
Jasprit.
underrated.
Yeah, this guy who bowled it.
Who fizzled out at the end.
What- yeah, I
4
think
over 40
Jasprit
runs.
is his
I'm
name.
just saying that Jasprit shouldn't have played the IPL.
Yeah.
He's too important.
Yeah,
for us.
we
He's half
need
the
to
team.
protect his back.
Oh my
You have to
God.
protect this.
Yeah.
The way he got Washington out, I'll not get over that.
But
that
why are they
match.
saying he's playing 3 tests? He don't play the IPL. Pay him his money.
Yeah.
He plays 1 game, token game. where
Yeah,
he
I think
bowls
even
2.
Mumbai
We'll
Indians
all-
fans will be fine.
All
with
of
that.
India will contribute if
Bro,
they
if
don't-
country is more important than club, then don't play. He's just
Yeah.
too important. He's
Yeah.
got injuries round the corner.
Yeah.
And why are we saying 3 tests? Play 5 test
we
matches.
have one
Give him a
goat.
cocknbull.
India
One.
only has one goat.
Yeah.
Even Virat or Rohit, like none
When
of them are
and
as
and
much
there's
of
no
a,
other
No, in the sense you
guarantee.
leave India,
Yeah.
you don't take him, the opposition is going to be like, this is 5 love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just the mental effect that will
Yeah.
have on the opposition.
Look at
is-
Australia, if you take away his 30 odd wickets,
Yeah.
we would have been 5
it'd
love.
be
Yeah.
over.
Over in 2 days every
It'll
test.
be over. Even Mumbai Indians would
So this
be
unconventional
nowhere.
bowler is a
Yeah.
very important.
Yeah,
point.
but he's not underrated. Okay, anyway.
You know, underrated nowadays is just used in general. in
anywhere.
India.
We lost
Anything
interest
is
in the
underrated.
question. It was
Okay.
a very average question.
Pitwise _13, whoever you think.
Pitwise, please grow up and ask mature questions from a mature
Yeah.
partner. We are here to
Clearly,
answer
this
in
is
a
one of
cerebral
your-
way. Challenge our minds. You know, like a new ball bowler outside the off stump. Make me fish and play for the ball.
Go for
Oh,
it,
wow.
man. That's a long
That's
one.
a
So you
very
read
long.
it.
I have to read it.
Why
This
not?
is from Harve SP.
Harvespa.
Harvesh.
Parsi name.
Ha,
Kasad.
Harvesh
He's one of our big fans.
Kasad.
Be nice. Kasad.
Okay.
You huge sports lover.
Okay.
Harvesh.
Do you think BCCI is slowly losing its grip since ECB was able to convince them to retire the name Pataudi Trophy of
I'm very
India-England
angry about
Test
that.
Trophy
I'm
played
very
in
angry about
England? Also, I think Sachin should politely decline the proposal of trophy jointly named after him. Thoughts?
Firstly,
Okay.
No, that's the new thing.
Sachin
Is like
only
BGT.
politely does everything, so we don't
Yeah.
need to add.
Yeah, polite or
No,
anything.
but I think it is a Pataudi trophy. That's what it should be called.
Yeah.
Okay, I think.
Also,
But-
the
but
sound
it's been-
Tendulkar, Anderson.
No, listen, there's a
doesn't have
reason. There's a
nice-
reason.
Yeah.
Okay, Nawab Senior played for India and England.
Yeah.
Okay, Mansur Ali Khan, before Ganguly, is the guy who at 21 takes
Sure.
over the captaincy. He's a rich man. He looks a foreigner in the eye. He puts Indian cricket.
With one eye.
With one
Well,
eye.
okay,
Yeah.
if you must. But I mean, he was a very special
Yeah,
talent.
of course.
man.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
a
yeah.
tough guy.
Yeah.
Charming and all that, but tough guy. And he was very modern in his outlook.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
There's
for
a
me, he represents that India-England thing because, you know, they have that old world charm.
Yeah, he meant a lot in that
Yeah.
era. He was the
How
he
can
was
you-
a Ganguly back then. Like
Yes,
you could
absolutely.
say that
That's
changing.
spot on. Spot on.
I
Yeah.
feel it's too. Even if you want to make a change, this is not the time. Like Sachin and Anderson,
Why
it's
do
too
we have
early.
to? Why is that?
Yeah.
Exactly. Why does
Yeah.
contemporary names have to come?
Because
Yeah.
they, at Lords they're going to unveil the
The
Sachin
painting.
West Indies
paintings.
Australia is still
true.
Frank Waddle Trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about 50,
Yeah.
60 years
Yeah.
have passed. Why should they change
Yeah,
it? They
we
can
don't
change it if
need
they
to.
want to.
Yeah.
Lara, Shea Wan Trophy or something, but they
Dude,
don't do it.
Anderson's just literally just retired.
Just
What the
retired,
hell?
still playing all those
Tendulkar
other
still
leagues.
playing, the Legends
Tendulkar's
tournament
playing.
last
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
Anderson's playing some. I
Anderson
think
playing 100.
100. Yeah.
100. There you go. It's
And
a little
I think this is the second time Saif has been stabbed this year.
Yeah.
it was.
No ball.
No, but
So
also
let's do a petition to get the Pataudi trophy back. Because I
let's
think
do
that's-
it.
And it's insulting.
Yeah.
Why would you take away? I mean, the family's there and all that. I mean, there's a big pride
Maybe
for them to go.
Pataudi Mountbatten Trophy. Maybe if you want to bring one of their people's names in.
why are we having Mountbatten?
Just stand
Why
down.
why
stand down,
Just
man.
Mountbatten?
need a British name to throw in
You could
there.
have any of those. Who's Jim Crow was British, was he, or Australian?
What the hell are you
No.
saying? He made it worse, huh?
No.
Okay, let's not go there. Let's
Martin Crowe पे बात
Yeah.
करते
No. Jim is isn't he the guy who got 10 wickets? Wasn't it Jim Crow?
हैं. Definitely
Jim
not
Crow?
Jim. Jim Crow is famous for another reason.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that
I
name.
think it's a symbolic name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm mixing it up with the.
But
But
I remember the sport of croquet.
Jim Crow is more of an American
Yeah, it's an American
phrase
term.
for.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why you brought it in.
oh no, okay. Then
I'll
I'm
look it
the guy who took
What are you-
10
what are you
wickets before
snorting?
before Kumble.
Did you watch
Jim Laker.
Jim Laker?
Jim
I'm
Laker,
sorry. Yeah.
Kids these days.
Ah, man.
I don't know they're
Or he
friggin-
Australian or British?
English.
English. Jim
Yeah.
Laker. So yeah, you could have Jim
Laker and Lock, Tony Lock and Jim
and
Laker.
Pataudi.
Spin
Yeah.
twins.
Okay.
Well, why? We've
Pataudi
already named it
represents-
Pataudi. There's been
yeah.
7 series like that,
That's
bro.
true.
Okay.
You know, I mean, his wife, the kids, they all go there. It's a big moment. For me, listen, you forget about your heroes. You can't just write off Tiger Pataudi. He
Yeah.
stays.
And
But you're writing him off, and now it's only Sachin. Then 10 years later, you write off Sachin, and then somebody else. What are you
it's
doing?
gonna be Suryavanshi.
Keep your history.
Eh,
Suryavanshi gets his own
Suryavanshi.
tournament. I'm out of the country. I'm done.
Suryavanshi is already on IMAX. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm set max.
He didn't do so well though. Let's hope Vaibhav does better.
That cup will, if you press it, it will go paboop. It's like a child's
But can
trophy.
you imagine when you're 14? And there's still 14 in you also, right?
They say he's
So you-
actually 17. Huh?
The
I'm just
under
saying.
19
वो भी है.
the under
70 तो नहीं होगा, but 15,
हाँ.
16, I think 1 or 2 years can be.
Yeah.
Still he'll be generational, hopefully.
Yeah, generation. But he's also 15, 16, so she's girls for the first time. You know?
Yeah.
So when he's
He's
batting, he's 99, and a hot chick is, there in
Yeah.
Sydney cricket
Yeah.
ground in front of him, and he's like,
Yeah, there'll be some growing
And
some
you know-
growing pains.
No,
The-
you know
the
what?
side screen would be
Indian
like-
males, frustrated males have that open mouth policy, na? And the ball goes straight in, just, first time.
Oh my god.
But what do you have to say about the stands getting changed at Wankhede as well? Rohit Sharma, Vitthal Devecha, I think is.
Well,
It's going to be Rohit Sharma.
now
still?
Shishir Hatangadi, ex-Mumbai captain, wrote a beautiful article saying, where's Ravi Shastri?
Yeah.
Ravi Shastri played 80 test matches. He's done so much for the country as a cricketer, as a coach, as captain. He's played one test and also captain Mumbai. And on top of that, he's been a great journalist, broadcaster. So he's a kind of
and
guy.
a good
Maybe-
mentor for like middle-aged men to like
Yeah.
Maybe,
have some charm.
Wait, is there a bar?
That ad was great.
Is there a
Yeah.
bar
Six.
at the Wankhede? We could name that.
No problem.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
where's Ravi
Well,
Shastri?
Ravi Shastri
Ravi Shastri
bar.
is part of the Mumbai ethos. You're just forgetting all the guys. You
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah,
you're just rushing on to the administrators and all. Oh, they also play a part, but hello.
Yeah.
For God's sake, you've got a Tendulkar, you've got
Yeah.
Gavaskar and
Yeah.
Vingsarkar, and then
Yeah.
there's some names that don't, I mean,
Yeah.
Rohit Sharma is fine. Of course, Rohit
Yeah.
Sharma
Yeah,
is
gotta
Ajit
put him in
Wadekar
there.
got, which is good. Yeah.
No, Ajit Wadekar, look, 71, man. 71, you can't take it away from him.
Yeah.
Ajit Wadekar is Ajit Wadekar.
Yeah.
But there are a few other names.
Yeah.
I won't take them,
Yeah.
which I don't measure in the same way.
Yeah, we
Fair
want
enough.
this.
Would you
yeah.
like Bill Burr and Jerry Seinfeld and then Cyrus Broacha? We'd like all three together. You're laughing, you bastards.
What a sad analogy.
I mean, Seinfeld doesn't add up, man.
Okay, next question. You
Chal,
go,
I'll
please.
read. Thanks. That was a short one.
Short
Appreciate it. Ashim says, oh, we did this. Team Alcaraz or Team Sinner both are
done.
equally matched for the final. We didn't say that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I would say I'm a neutral. I'm a Djokovic fan, so I have
So
no,
am I.
Yeah, so
German Shepherd lover on top of that.
Yeah.
Anti-vaccine. Love that.
Anti-vax.
Never wore a mask. Love that. All
he's
my
a rebel, man. I like the
And
rebels.
he's unconventional, just does his own thing.
Yeah.
Also, the other two got so much love,
Yeah.
Because of, I think it's also to do with, him being a Serbian or whatever.
Yeah,
it's just
it's-
glamorous enough.
There is
Yeah.
The
a
Swiss guy.
unwritten law of class
There
system
is.
even in
There
there
is.
in
It's
Europe.
subconsciously there with all of us, right?
Yeah,
But the Swiss
Eastern
guy,
Bloc.
the Spanish guy are like top European.
Yeah, this is what is Europe
The
to
Serbian
us.
guy, you're not
Yeah,
ranked.
yeah.
But and at the end of the day, he's outperformed everyone. 24, right?
Yeah,
Grand
24.
Slams.
24.
And he's still there. He's in the semi-final, so he's there or thereabouts.
He is the
It's
greatest
not-
of all time.
Yeah.
I feel you can't deny that.
Yeah, I'm not denying anything. I hardly
But
know
who
much
do
about.
you support? I mean,
In this case, of course, I saw the match. First time I watched both of them play, honestly.
Oh.
So Alcaraz, the way he came back, it was insane.
yeah, Alcaraz is a crowd favorite.
Yeah,
We'll go with
of course. At
him
this
No, but
point,
I have a little bit for Sinner because he's like I think of German stock on the
Yeah.
border of Italy.
Yeah.
They're not really liked by his people. They're
Yeah.
slowly turning to him.
Oh.
Yeah.
They've got their own racism and whatever.
Yeah,
right?
as
Oh,
an
I have
Italian
no
with the
Border,
name
you border-
Sinner, it's
so
like
you're
yeah.
bordering another thing, and your ethnicity may be questionable in their minds. You don't sound like a
Oh,
Yeah.
Acha, I had
Tony-
no
yeah.
idea
Yeah.
about.
Tony Ferrelli or something.
Also, he
you know.
just looks like a college kid he doesn't look very athletic.
Also,
He doesn't
isn't he
look
the
like he
guy?
works out a lot.
At all.
He
Yeah.
was in like the. He
That's
was,
why he's doping.
He was a ski champion apparently, and then he
That
turned
makes
to
sense.
tennis
Yeah, this is
later
typical
on.
Indian story.
Yeah. He was a champion, and then he's like, I'm changing sport
Yeah.
completely.
You know how to say what's up in Italian? Ski hale.
Arey yaar.
Seinfeld, Bill Burr, Cyrus.
My mount, what is that place? Rushmore.
Vesuvius. Rushmore. Sorry, I'm so old. I went to the other reference. The volcano.
Vesuvius.
What did you say?
My mount
Not Vesuvius,
Vesuvius.
the volcano.
That's actually better because that joke
Yeah.
should.
So your dad watch so he gets my stuff, otherwise there's no point.
Chalo, this was a quick one, so we'll go to the next one. Bala says.
Sounds like my wife.
We'll go to the next one.
What the fuck? Rude guy. Hey, quick one, let's go to the next one.
This was a quick one. We'll go to the
Then?
now that NASA and ISRO are teaming up for
Where did
missions.
this come from?
That's
what
a
about
fucking-
last week discussed Vengsarkar and Gavaskar stands.
These are the questions.
NASA ISRO
Oh, you
trophy.
guys lost interest in the show?
Let's do this question.
What is this question?
Let's do this question, and we'll through the answer we'll
It's
segue.
Vaibhav Suryavanshi. He gives up cricket and he's an astronaut. I mean, it's got to be something.
We'll answer this and segue somehow into cricket
Okay.
through the answer. All right. Now that NASA and ISRO are teaming up for missions like Nisar, is this the glow up of the decade? Says Bala.
How will you find your way to Wankhede? I'm waiting. Young man, find your way back.
I think ISRO and NASA.
We got 20 minutes in the program. Go ahead.
They what they're doing. I'm more concerned about what's happening on land. They are up in the sky. And speaking of sky, I think he's back in form this IPL.
In the Mumbai tournament, they're out.
Wow, the next question is even something else.
But if Prithvi
altogether.
Shaw, guys, in the
Yeah.
Mumbai Premier League, hit a 70 of 30 order.
Prithvi Shaw.
Yeah, give a little reminder
He's
against
back.
Surya's team. Against Surya's, don't ask me the names of teams. Because
That's
it
fine,
makes
yeah.
no sense
Yeah.
after some
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
But a little bit of,
He's been
I mean,
working
there.
out. I
His
followed him.
redemption arc is going to start.
Rohit Sharma, David Boone, Ranatunga. Listen, cricket is not a static sport here.
Yeah.
You can be a little podgy and
yeah,
Yeah,
You can
in
be-
fact, I was.
Shane Warne.
Yeah, even Rohit Sharma, I was saw one video where it said that his body mass is actually important. The way he plays his pull shot, he can't be lean like
This
Kohli and
sounds
hit
like
the same.
this
pull
sounds like a
shot.
classic PR
I
campaign
think
by someone.
Surya's dad was BRC, right? Science background. Surya must have coached him.
Yeah. Oh, that was another way into this segue, man. The science background.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We
Shit,
missed
that
that.
was even better.
Yeah.
But it's the glow up of the decade.
Yeah.
We answered that question.
Super can't wait.
Yes.
Vijay Hazare Trophy, second, and then this.
Yeah, then NASA ISRO trophy is the one. I'm
After that,
looking forward
another
to.
political
Well,
question.
by the way,
yeah.
half of them will be Indian stock here.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at it,
Yeah.
I mean, ISRO obviously and NASA for sure. We're 30-40% Indian stock.
Also, bang for the buck. Who gives you bang for
because
the
the other
buck?
option is, do they trust the Chinese? So no.
Yeah.
So you're ethnic American is like Donald Trump. Right?
but-
so, I mean, are you really putting him in NASA?
But Cyrus, whatever the satellite, wherever it's from, you look at the bottom, it says made in China only, wherever it comes from. All right?
But by us now.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
in China.
In China.
We got the contract.
Assembled in California.
With Indian hands
With- yes.
and Chinese labor.
You go.
Oh
first.
man, what is this?
Hey, what's
I
your
don't-
take quickly now that we segue to Elon and
That's the
Yeah,
next
that's the
question.
next
So
question.
let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
seen Elon Musk criticize Trump's big, beautiful bill,
Yeah.
and Trump threatened to cut off your government
How do you guys
contracts.
think you're comedians when these guys are performing? Big, beautiful bill.
It's
It should be a
impossible.
small bill. I mean, this is like
It's
4-year-olds having a
impossible to beat them.
Yeah. How can you beat
there
them?
was
You can't beat
a
them.
AI video of Trump saying,
Yeah.
I'm going to ban sale of Teslas in America. And Trump is such a lunatic. I forgot it's AI. It doesn't seem AI. It
Yeah.
seems like Trump could easily
He
say
could
that.
say, yeah.
I think Trump is worse than his AI.
Yeah, AI
And
can't
is
keep up
trying
with
to catch
Trump.
up. As far as we're concerned.
He's AI proof.
But it's so funny because if you follow Trump,
Yeah.
when it comes to EVs, since 2016 he's been screaming about them.
Yeah.
He hates them.
Yeah,
Alright?
he hates
it's a
them.
pet peeve for him.
Yeah.
So when this guy joined forces with him, they've obviously had a talk, right?
Yeah.
This reminds me of this whole Shiv Sena fiasco with BJP, part 1,
Yeah.
where Uddhav was promised the chief ministership and then he didn't
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the faction happened. The same thing. So something went wrong because for sure Elon must have been confident that he can sell his EVs. That's
Correct.
half his
Yeah.
business.
That was
for
the
God's sake.
point. Yeah.
And the way he went all out.
I don't think he knew. He woke up one morning and this guy's on camera going, it's a big, beautiful bill. Kill the EVs. And then he's like, no!
I love it. It's been so entertaining. But yeah, you finished the question.
So our politicians aren't the only ones with double speak. That's the.
Oh,
yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean-
accents change, suits change, but it's the same.
Trump is the biggest of all of them,
I
right?
find him very Indian.
yeah,
He's
he's
very
very
so
Indian.
Indian.
He's like an uncle
And that's why
only.
Indians love him. Indians love
Yeah.
Trump.
And his great self-belief. No? He's just promoting. In his mind, there's no argument.
There is
God complex.
no one else who could have taken like one insult his way from Obama is
Yeah.
what triggered this whole thing.
Yeah,
when he
yeah.
insulted him at the
The dinner,
correspondence
the
dinner.
correspondence
Right,
dinner.
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
That
that's
is
when-
where it all started.
Yeah.
Now everyone agrees.
So it's only Khunnas.
Yeah.
He's running the world out of
Yes,
Khunnas.
imagine
no
that.
vision.
Yeah.
No love for
Imagine
humanity. No, make the world a better place for my children.
Yeah.
It's only fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm going to teach you a
Yeah.
lesson.
The last time
You
I
know
saw
how
this
that-
level was through Khunnas for Greg Chappell. Ganguly made his way back in the team. That's the last time I've seen this happen.
There was this one.
That's a bit of a sad story also in the
Yeah.
sense that he recommended Greg Chappell.
That's true.
Yeah.
He was a Greg Chappell
This is
fan.
Elon
That
Musk-
Brisbane 141
Elon
came
Musk-
out of Greg
yeah.
Chappell chatting with him for 3
Exactly,
days and helping
exactly.
him with his cricket, etc.
Exactly.
And they thought they both had a great thing, but
Yeah.
Greg now...
Yeah, that was a proper Greek
It's a tough-
tragedy. Yeah.
It is, but Australians aren't like us. They don't have this psycho-fancy shit. No?
Yeah.
So when they come back, it's not about whatever. That you have to
Yeah,
hand it to
yeah,
them.
of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They've
they
taken
will-
their grades and just said good night.
Yeah.
Steve Waugh could have been Steve
No
Waugh.
sentiment.
No
They just-
sentiment.
Like a
Yeah.
Mike Hussey is like
Oh,
debuting at like
but-
29-30
but-
and just playing a few
time
lines.
ago, you just off.
Speaking of no sentiment, but Australia is apparently doing a farewell game for,
For
Rohit
Virat
and
and
Virat. Did you hear
That's
that?
for the 3-day one-day series, so
Yeah,
they get a
so-
full market.
Yeah,
no?
so for us, they'll
TV
do
ratings,
it.
yeah, for us. But that's purely
because it's-
finance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's,
Yeah.
because
when
we-
Steve Smith has to go, one of the greatest of all time,
he has to cry
Steve
again
tomorrow.
Yeah. He'll like
But he
cry
gave-
again in a press conference and get
But
out
he
of
gave
it.
But he was innocent. He had no
Yeah.
idea what was
That
going
so
on. Can you
sad.
imagine how
That
sad
so
that
sad.
is?
You know what was sadder?
We gave him the statue though at
The sadder
1
thing was Steve Smith cried in
Yeah.
that press conference, which was I felt he seemed
I
such a
felt bad
sweet
for him.
innocent.
Yeah.
Next week Warner cried. I felt no emotion.
I felt bad for him also because I'll tell you
No,
honestly,
no, I
everybody
felt
scruffs up the
nothing.
ball.
I felt
When you play at
nothing.
Oval Maidan, Azad Maidan, when you play in Pakistan, Bangladesh, everybody's scruffing up the ball. Who are we kidding, man?
Sandpaper.
F it, they've been doing it from the beginning. Cock bottle, this, Shahid Afridi biting into a ball. All that shit has been
Afridi
going on.
Even
is allowed.
Sachin was accused apparently.
All of them, I won't take names,
But
but everyone plays with that damn ball when the ball is doing
Shahid
nothing.
Afridi is a young teenager. He didn't know what he's
That's
doing.
true, but nobody else got banned. You ban poor Smith who doesn't know what's happening. Okay, he's the captain.
Yeah.
Lehman loses his job. He doesn't know what's happening. Okay, he's the
Yeah.
coach.
Yeah.
And then David Warner and Cameron Bancroft.
Cameron
He
Bancroft.
can't talk to a senior. What's he going to do?
Yeah.
Senior tells him to do something. He has
So
no
who
choice.
was the culprit? Darren Lehman?
So David Warner basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Darren Lehman had no idea.
Yeah.
He was busy watching some erotic film on his laptop. It was a very boring period, South Africans were batting in bad.
Unconventional coaching techniques.
What do you want to do? Yeah, it's cricket. It's a test match.
Hey, but let's do the
Okay,
question.
this entire question is if you were
Trideep is
advising, Trideep is asking, yeah, if you're advising Musk right now, what bold move or statement would you make next?
I mean, how can he beat the statement he's made?
Already,
about,
he's made so
Yes,
many
he
of
has
them.
to start his third party.
Yeah.
I have lots of Indian political parties which have not too much work.
Yeah.
So he can start with one of them.
Yeah, he
All
can
the
get,
byproducts, Shiv Sena 1, 2, 3, NCP 1, 2, 3. Then you go to regional parties or DMK
Yeah.
7, 8, 9.
All his South African friends he can bring in.
Oh,
Klassen is retired. You can-
White friends.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a minority.
Yeah,
And he protects that minority.
Correct.
Because
Who've been
they're rich,
mistreated.
but
They've
they're
been mistreated
yeah.
apparently. Yeah.
Well, if you take away one farm and you only have 3 left,
Yeah,
that's
it's not
it.
fair.
That's not right.
You need to have an even number of
Yeah,
farms,
exactly.
to thrive.
Yeah. In fact, they should give one back extra now.
Yeah, of course. One for good luck.
Baker's half dozen. Okay,
Look
so
at us laughing.
What do you mean?
We
You
think we're the
laugh.
funniest guys ever. It's the most stupid, immature conversation I've ever had.
What do you...
why is this even coming in the way? Like this
Oh, this is
geopolitics.
great. This is
I don't know where
super.
it came from.
Yeah.
We started with tennis, we went to cricket, and then somewhere we lost our path.
Don't worry, this
NASA
is-
changed us.
Nah.
This is a pure cricket question. If you want
NASA
it
Hussein
to be...
changed us.
Arey yaar. If you want this to be a cricket question, we can turn it easily.
Yeah.
Nida says, Vijay Mallya interview, coming back into the spotlight after years. Thoughts?
Well, I'll give him his credit because I think RCB was built by him, no doubt. Now, I heard horror stories of the son telling Jacques Callis how to bat and all that, which is a little too much. But there's no doubt that he knew sports, he loved his sports, he had the money, and he started the damn thing. So I can see that finally after 18 years when they win, you can't, again, this like you can't deny history.
Yeah.
If the Mughal won this war against the so-called non-Mughal, I mean, that's the way it happened, right? So
Sure.
you can't change that.
Yeah.
Sure.
So whatever you all think of him, he did set the ball rolling.
Did you watch the... I've
not seen it.
I've
I've not
heard the
seen it.
first hour of the 4-hour
Yeah,
thing.
it's
So there's
4
a lot.
hours. I was like,
No,
It's longer than an IPL game. I can't do it.
I have too much ADHD. It won't work.
yeah, even I haven't been able to see anything.
We like Test cricket though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That it doesn't.
4 hours
bother.
is too much.
Yeah.
Who can you watch for 4 hours? Joe Rogan has these 4 hour.
Yeah.
Not to say that Raj Shamani is Joe Rogan. He's much better. But 4 hours is.
Joe
Joe Rogan,
Rogan
yeah.
doesn't fly to another country to interview anyone. So Raj
Although
Shamani-
Lalit Modi one was nice. I saw the entire.
Joe Rogan's.
Rajamani was nice.
Yeah,
I mean, even Lalit Modi is like lying quite a lot, but it was
I
still
mean-
like. But yeah, he started the IPL. He gave him-
This guy's a showman.
He definitely offered a mandoli to the government.
Yeah.
That all is correct.
Yeah,
They didn't
yeah,
take it.
yeah. Yeah,
Which, if you look back at Barack Obama and all the American banks and all that, if you want to, you can do bailouts. If you want to, you can do your compromise policy and you can move forward. Or you can be more vindictive and say whatever.
Yeah.
So there's something personal that we not understood between government and him.
Yeah,
he went from Rajya
obviously.
Sabha MP, BJP MP, which is like a honorary sort of from the BJP side.
Yeah.
They've asked you to be the MP for them. And then, remember he bought that sort of Tipu
Yeah.
Sultan
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the Kohinoor he was fighting for. And also, he went from that position
Yeah.
and to suddenly
just
to be this guy who's
run
like the
away.
villain of India.
Yeah, he sounds like he pissed off someone in
That's
the
what I'm
wrong-
saying.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Sushma-
Investigate, boys.
Sushma Swaraj
Let's
had
go
a
for
beef
it.
with Lalit Modi, or there was
Yeah,
something.
that was there, but
Yeah.
Lalit's another track.
Yeah.
Lalit's, from what I
We
gather,
don't say beef when you're talking about.
we can. He's in England.
Yeah.
He's allowed. He can say what he wants.
But yeah, I'm sure he's pissed off.
Yeah.
Someone.
Even
otherwise.
Siddharth Mallya put a video saying they
was-
deleted his reel because
he cried.
Yeah,
I saw that
because
shot.
What reel did he put?
that RCB won.
The winning moment.
Because behind him in the TV, the match footage was playing, so BCCI put a thing and got a copyright strike.
Good
and
old
got it.
BCCI.
On a Instagram reel.
Yeah. But
That
it went
is-
out. It went
Yeah.
out immediately.
Yeah.
It came all over on everybody's
Yeah.
feed.
Yeah.
And then BCCI moved.
Oh my
BCCI has
So
a
BCCI is
ties.
more like spinners and fast bowlers. They go that quickly. They read the pitch and then, get the ball to move.
Yeah, their DRS works all across the world.
Yeah.
It's always on.
Bro, if you can move a
Yeah.
tournament to another country because you want to,
That's true.
there's no other country
Yeah.
has that power.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
and
even
while
America.
still tell that country you can have your name in the title of that.
For me, the funniest thing is the semi-finals when the Aussies went up and down.
Yeah.
that
I was just like, what?
insane.
So
Yeah.
in case they do qualify, they didn't. Okay, now we go back.
In fact, New Zealand put out a
Yeah.
nice video,
That was
like
so well done.
a jab, like
Yeah.
last 24 hours of them going there and
Yeah.
then coming back.
Come on.
And then
We
So
gotta-
to have the power that you have to reduce other countries to do passive aggressive videos like this to get their
that's the
anger
most
out.
they can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You dare take on the powers that
No,
be.
you can't.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
cricket is for
there's no
us.
New Zealand.
There's a Trump everywhere, it looks like.
Yeah, cricket is for India by India right
Yeah.
now.
What's the next question?
All right, Harsha asks.
Harsha Bhole.
Harsha, yeah.
Big fan.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he needs our insights.
Without us, he
Oh, this is
can't go
cricket
forward.
again. We're back to cricket.
Yeah.
Awesome. If you could relive one Dhoni moment in the Hall of Fame museum and not the 2011 six, fair enough, what would it be?
Well, I have a very... My moment is not cricket because we got to interview him for the first time the day Prabha Mahajan got shot. I remember clearly. And we reached the Taj Land's End and he was already there. I went to say hello and there were two Labradors. There were these dogs.
Yeah.
And he started playing with them and then I joined him and all. So that was my best moment. Because I
He was the long hair Dhoni.
Long hair Dhoni, very friendly, and so were the labs.
Yeah.
And I love labs. But labs are wrongly cast dogs for bomb squad.
Yeah.
They're
They're
just
so
so social.
adorable, yeah.
They're like, bomb? What bomb? Let me lick your Neanderthal areas. And boom, they come. So he was really good with the dog. So that won me over.
Okay.
That's a sweet one.
What a beautiful story I've told you.
Yeah.
Now you better come up
It's
with
such a
some...
nice
Yeah,
story.
how do we
I'm
top
thinking
that?
of some joke
That
angle.
first 180 against Pakistan, that one day game that changed his...
Yeah, when Musharraf said, I like your hair,
Yeah,
don't cut
yeah,
it.
That's a nice moment.
That was
yeah,
a
that's
nice moment. Even his
I think
retirement video.
when Musharraf hit on Dhoni, that's my favorite.
Yeah, I think that was very close.
Now the
yeah.
last hit he did on... anyway.
No, it was. I think he has
It
done a
was-
couple of years and then he's
that
out.
was-
Yeah.
That was the downfall
Yeah.
after that.
That was a big mistake. He lost support.
His
from the-
folly, they call it Musharraf's folly.
Musharraf's mistake, yeah, folly. Yeah.
I think
Is
yeah.
there any other?
I'm thinking.
I mean,
about
this is
like
not a
this-
positive moment, but I remember when he came on the pitch when he was already out for
When
the
he got angry.
CSK. When
Yeah,
he got
yeah,
angry.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I've not seen
Very
this
rare,
side of
very
Dhoni.
Even 2007, we are forgetting like giving all the like Robin Uthappa
The
ball
bowl out.
The bowl out was
Oh, that
like
was
That
very
was
courageous.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was
You know,
one of my favorite moments.
Wow.
He's
in
just been
Indian
so
cricket.
astute with his field. When he's on
Too
the field,
good.
he's just the best
Yeah.
captain.
Too
There's no
good. His
question.
brains, like
Yeah.
on the pitch.
Yeah.
But also a couple of things that stumpings that he would do runouts that he would do from in front.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
I mean,
I
just-
have a proper moment. I was
Wow.
in the stadium for the Bangladesh game where Dhoni got the
The
run out
Hardik
in the
Pandya
last.
one.
The
Yeah.
one where they needed 2 of
Two of
4
four,
in
yeah.
the
And-
T20
that.
World Cup. I watched
You
it live.
rioted.
I watched it live.
2016.
My dad and I had gone to watch, and my
Oh.
dad, classic dad, was like, "It's over. Let's get out before the crowd starts leaving."
Goes
I'm
mad.
like, "No, we stay. We'll see the last ball."
yeah.
And then we won, and it was insane. The Bangladesh stand was above us. The
Oh.
fans were crying. We were bathing in that. Yes, I remember.
In Bangladesh,
and
yes.
and then we left, and there were people in the buses outside who had done what my dad said. Ki, let's leave early, and they were like, "What happened inside?" We thought it's over, and they were all miserable.
Man.
But he was a master of doing that, right? Against the run of play, he
Yeah.
would hit those singles and say, what's he doing? What's he doing?
Yeah.
And suddenly there's 24 of 1 or 24 of 2 or whatever.
Leave it
and
too
he-
late, and then it
But he
wasn't
did
too
do
late.
it, yeah.
In Australia, I did that one time where
I think that was his modus operandi.
Yeah.
He just had that cricketing brain where it's like a calculator is going on. We can still do it. We can still do it.
But I think
5, 4, 5, 4, 5.
that's the Dhoni that maybe.
Then I
people
saw
say
them
it's
lose
missing
the
now.
semis in Bombay of the same World
Oh,
Cup.
same
At one
We lost to
West Indies.
West Indies.
Yeah.
Who won eventually?
Yeah, Lendl, the no ball, Bumrah no ball to
Brathwaite.
Lendl Simmons. Still
Yeah.
But that
hurt.
West Indies team was crack, yeah.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
T20.
loved it.
It was a crack team. They had
Loved
4-5 match winners.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
And the perfect attitude for T20. Have fun.
have fun.
And destroy
Yeah.
them.
Someone like Chris Gale, because he looks so languid and calm, but he's in the most frenetic cricket is the T20,
Yeah.
and yet that was his best.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So punishing out there, but so chill.
We speak as
obviously.
3 cricketers who played for the country.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
played for
Yes.
Poland. You played for Serbia.
Yeah.
With
Papua New
Novak.
Guinea.
Novak,
Papua
yeah.
Papua New Guinea, you were dropped, but
I was dropped.
there was riots.
I was on the wrong
Yeah,
side.
you
of
were
the-
the only Indian in the team, and then there was all the chain of restaurants and the taxi drivers all went berserk. Yeah.
Okay, I think let's go to the next question.
Go for it. This is a cricket question.
This is
again.
by Sonu. How do you tell a 10-year-old RCB fan that their team might not play next year?
What do you mean?
That's not going to happen.
What does that mean?
Because of this 11 people.
What nonsense?
But it's
they
not
can't
on
ban the
RCB.
No, see,
team.
they've arrested 4 of the RCB guys, okay?
Yeah.
Rightly or wrongly. I
Yeah.
don't see the connection with the marketing guy and
Yeah.
what happened there. I mean, really, it's a little difficult for me to
They
process
need
this.
to,
But you need scapegoats,
optics, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Your commissioner has been transferred immediately. He was nowhere near the area.
Yeah.
He had nothing to do with it. There's a certain official who's running that, and that in that area, as we all know, in that
Yeah.
locality.
Yeah.
So the match doesn't add up as to who's taking the beating here.
Yeah.
Why was the commissioner transferred? I don't
But what,
understand
is there rumors that RCB won't play next year?
No, so they're calling for the fact that they should be suspended for a year and all
Nonsense.
that.
But it has
Teach them
nothing
a
to do.
lesson.
Yeah, I mean, you
That's
don't.
not gonna
Virat Kohli
happen.
should speak. This and the
You
other.
gave them the permission. Like they
That's what I'm saying.
they
It's
have
a collective
yeah.
failure of everyone, including humanity.
Yeah.
Okay, us people are also to blame, but
Yeah.
you can't just no. We want blood now because people died, so we have to do something.
No.
So
And
commissioner
no-
get transferred. RCB guys put in jail. Chinna's, Swami fellows have to resign. Left, right, and center. Treasurer. What's the treasurer resigning?
Yeah.
He's the guy who's counting the money.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no money involved in this. You know what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Maybe they have to play in empty stadiums next year. that's in football. They do that.
Look, you don't want
sometimes.
Chinnaswamy to not be there because that's the batting paradise.
Yeah.
It's like 8 yards.
Also,
you had
it's
a 6 on one side.
It's such a
and-
small ground.
Smallest
Someone has to
ground,
keep
yeah.
retrieving the ball.
yeah,
so you
that
need the
is-
No,
crowd.
spectators are very alert because they'll be catching
Yeah.
the singles.
Yeah, Chinnaswamy, it's like one pitch and into the crowd.
Yeah.
Well, we're not making fun. It's a tragedy.
No,
and all
so
that, but
do
I'm
I.
just saying that this blame game thing, it's almost like we've got to do this so we can move on. Why?
I don't think it's gonna. Yeah, so it's not gonna happen. Don't worry about it. So
Yeah.
there's no way they ban RCB. I mean, if we can talk cold financial reasons, you cannot ban RCB.
Play your cricket on the fields of Panipat.
Yeah.
Plains where the war battles happen, first, second, and third. You've
Right.
got plenty of space. There's no stands. The sixes will be 190 miles. Only Gale would hit it or Klassen or something. Everything else you just be running 13,
Yeah,
14.
just play outdoors. You're saying where
Yeah.
there are no gates
Yeah.
and no barricades. At
But
all.
don't you get scared when you go to cinemas and all? We've had a few of these tragedies. Some of these entrances are, if there's even a little panic,
Yeah.
they're just going to be trapped. Old people,
Yeah.
kids, no chance in hell.
Yeah, that's why
Cinemas, you
Yeah,
go to a
all of
restaurant
them.
in Mumbai,
I
like
always
a
book the ticket
nightclub,
on
like,
I book
it's
the
all-
ticket on the edge of like the
Yeah.
last seat on the
Or
left.
just sit out and ask
Yeah.
someone to bring your food. It's much
Yeah,
safer
that's
that way.
perfect. That's perfect.
We shouldn't make fun.
Yeah.
No,
In
we're
fact,
not.
even like, okay, a train tragedy also happened yesterday. No one
Wow,
cares
man!
about it.
Just he
No.
said we should not make
Yeah.
fun.
No,
of
no,
this
I'm not
guy
making
from
fun
the
of it.
Now he's getting to that relative issue.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
glamour is with cricket, so we talk about that, but somebody dies in
Fair,
a train
fair.
tragedy.
That's train tragedy, no one's
So now
spoken.
his leftist side is coming out.
This
You
is
talk
the-
about
That's the
Jaiswal,
logic-
we got a
you-
lefty on
This
this
is the
side.
acceptable whataboutery
Yeah,
that we're
yeah.
doing.
I mean,
right
yeah,
now.
I clearly, like
Yeah.
Mumbai,
Yeah.
that's a separate AMA though.
Yeah,
Mumbai
yeah, yeah.
DMC
man,
AMA.
Man, we've killed the comedy now.
Yeah.
No, the last question, and this one is
We end on a high.
we can do
We
comedy
promise
on
this
this
is
one.
Dhoni last over, 14 to get.
Yes.
Deepak has saved us with this question.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Deepak.
Deepak.
What do you make of? Kind of we touched upon this. What do you make of Nicholas Pooran retiring from international cricket at 29? This thing of early retirement.
It's not, you want to call it that?
29.
When you're Nicholas Pooran or
It's your
Klassen,
prime.
everybody wants you to play. So
Yeah.
IPL,
Yeah.
PSL, if they don't clash.
Yeah.
Bangladesh pays a lot
Yeah.
after us.
South
100
Africa.
pays a lot. South Africa, Dubai,
Dubai,
MLC, New York.
Caribbean.
There's no end to it.
Yeah.
Australia, Big Bash,
Yeah.
Big Bash. Everywhere you have options.
Yeah.
You make much more money and you actually play less time.
Yeah.
And there's less. You're not the synergy of the whole world. Sometimes we have the
That's
smaller
true.
leagues. There's less pressure.
It's fun,
IPL
like,
there is.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm saying why?
Yeah.
He's got kids, he's got a wife, he's got this, he's making more money. So if
Yeah.
you look from a commercial point of view, let's honestly face
Yeah.
this whole love for country is a little overrated. Because after some time, you're saying, bro, I'm going to make $5 million playing
Yeah.
9 leagues with
Yeah.
more time to myself.
Yeah.
And I can take my wife with me everywhere.
Yeah.
Or I can play for the West Indies.
Also, that's the
I'm
thing. It's for
touring
West
Bangladesh
Indies.
for
You're
2
not
months.
winning anything major.
Yeah.
It's
Or,
like
you know,
they're coming
or-
back home sad every
And you're not
Exactly.
making enough money.
You're
Your
not making
contract is
enough.
not
Yeah,
that
the
great.
contract
So
is
They-
horrible.
it's a
They,
lose-lose.
they just lost everything in England in the white ball series.
Yeah.
They play Australia after the World Championship final. 3 test matches. That's going to be a bit of a...
It's a write-off.
Yeah, come on.
In fact, like if you look at the West Indies jersey, they have 0 new sponsors. It's been so
Yeah,
long
yeah,
that they've
yeah.
had the same sponsors.
Yeah, even the manufacturers
CPL,
remove
about
their
3
name
teams
from
are
it.
ours, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
everywhere we have teams.
Yeah, Dubai, all the teams, most
I
of
mean,
them,
every
South
piece
Africa.
of real estate
yeah.
advertising is for
Even,
Indians.
the-
So
only.
Nicholas
LA
Pooran
one.
is playing international cricket. He's
Yeah.
playing for us.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. It's
It's
soft
the most-
power.
Yeah,
It's Indian
Klassen
soft
is
power.
what, 31?
Yeah.
So
He's,
31, 32, he's also called it quits, man.
Yeah, it's
Their main white ball batsman in the middle. Both of them main white ball batsmen in the
Yeah.
middle, and boom.
But I mean, what does it say for what's going to happen
Paisa,
to
Baba,
international
paisa,
cricket?
paisa milega, you'll give up comedy. Tomorrow I'll tell you just be an anchor on radio, but I'm paying you 10 crores. F the comedy. What are you going to do?
Per
12 crores.
done.
12 crores.
Deal.
Yeah.
We've
Wow.
got it on.
You should
Wow,
have
forced
fought for
retirement.
13.
Oh man, I'm a bad negotiator. Never split the difference. I should read that book.
Really? 10,000 hours gone for nothing.
I sold my soul on camera. Please
Yeah.
delete the footage.
12 crores
The
is-
10,000 hour thing, if the opposite, does that work as well? Like if you don't work for 10,000 hours, does that come in handy?
Then you're an expert at
professional
doing nothing.
procrastinator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am that actually. I think.
Dude, thank you so much.
Experience
You're
big cheese hai bhai. Boys, shall we stop? I've had
I
enough.
think.
Yeah, we've had enough. I think.
England, India, let's give it a call. I don't know if we'll meet.
It's gonna be
3-2.
It's gonna be 2-2.
2-2 with
Yeah.
weather.
Yeah.
Because
2-1.
2.5
Actually,
day test matches
One
now.
match will be washed out.
Washed out 5
England
days.
never gets washed out, but you
What
do
I
lose a
mean
lot of
is,
cricket.
you won't get 5 days of cricket and you won't get a result.
So, but they need 3.5 days for a test.
Yeah,
let's be
when
honest.
do you
Come on,
need 5
one
days?
game will go
Oh,
to
chalo,
4
we
days.
won't argue
Nasir
about it.
Hussain,
2-1.
yeah.
You're saying 3-2.
No, I'm not saying 3-2. Now I'm saying 3-2 India.
We
Whoa.
win.
Yeah, we win.
I say if Jasprit plays 4 or 5 tests, we have a chance of winning. If he plays 3, we don't win.
We win those 3.
No, he may not. We may not. You know, but he has to play more
Okay.
for us to win, as far as I'm concerned.
It's all on him. You're
Because
saying.
all their seamers in the right conditions will move the ball
Yeah.
and hit that spot away from the right-hander. That's England, yeah.
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 They have 200 the Josh Tongs are not there for that.
Yeah. I don't see
What's
us.
your
What's our
scoreline?
first? Yeah.
I think it'll be England 3-1.
England 3-1.
Yeah.
So even you are saying one game
One
gets
washed
washed
So
out.
in those conditions, their bats ball will work. We have only Jasprit to
Control
hassle
them.
They start going for at 6 runs and over. They'll bat well. If they make 300, 350, it's tough to beat them after that.
I think I'm weirdly optimistic. I think these are right settings for India to discover new heroes. So
Yeah.
Harry Brooks had a horrible India tour.
Yeah.
Okay. They're all looking for revenge because in those conditions, there's no spin. So
Yeah.
what spinner is going to
Yeah, spinner is.
there's nothing to worry about. Jasprit Bumrah is the only worry. After that. And he doesn't get wickets with the new ball.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. They attack with the new ball as
New ball.
batsmen.
But I mean, Siraj is always a force in
I still say
England.
Prasid is the danger for us. I mean, for them. But let's see.
Let's see.
We're being
Fingers
optimistic.
crossed.
I'm still
We
on
get 4
England.
love, England.
4 love
No, no,
England.
5 love, England.
No chance of a white.
Make it Pataudi Trophy and I'll give you 3 love, India. Name stays.
Fair enough. Yeah, if India wins, we get to rename the tournament.
Yes.
Hey, what the hell?
Yeah.
What about what's your show called? Your
Right?
podcast?
Oh, thank you so much for reminding us
Yes.
to plug it. We're
That's
called Crickheads. You're a
That's-
cricket-based podcast, which is kind of what we've done here. We've
Yeah.
been asking Cyrus to come
Ours
on.
is a science-based podcast. I mean, we
Yeah,
talked about NASA, we talked about Infosys or something else. I
Yeah,
can't
or
remember.
anything. But
Yeah,
we've
even
been
on
asking
cricket we
Cyrus
talk
to come
about-
on,
yeah.
and he's always he's free from 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m.
Yeah, he's some
only.
5 a.m. club
10,000
guy.
hours, I just told you I do nothing. I just look at the wall. It doesn't even change. Just look at it. for
But
long
yeah,
time.
we do it every week pretty much if there's cricket on, and cricket is always on. So that's our
Yeah,
podcast.
and we hope to see Cyrus soon.
Yeah,
we'll get it on camera. Are you coming?
You should get Travis Head. Bring it heads with head.
That's the we're
Okay,
manifesting.
That sounds wrong.
Yeah.
That sounds wrong.
Crickheads with head sounds
Yes.
like
When my good friend goes berserk there, it's always a sexual thing, a euphemism or something which I missed for a second.
Yeah, crickets with
cricket
head
heads
is-
with head.
I think we get that gets you banned on YouTube.
Yeah.
before
Oh, where's the
we
cricket here? I mean,
Yeah.
cricket heads with head. Guys, we shoot only this much. Okay, can I leave?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Chalo.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Bye bye.
Cyrus says every time, Cyrus says, जब ये कहे तुम सुनो,
प्लीज तमीज से बात करना है ना इम्पोर्टेंट पीपल यार